All right, well, Adrenaline Junkies are in luck this weekend as some cool movies are hitting the theaters. Weekly Alibis, Devin D. O'Leary here to break it down for us. Devin, good to see you.
Good to be here.
All right, so the first one that we're talking about, Pierce Brosnan, kind of returning to a little bit of 007 form in this one. We're talking about The November Man. Let's take a look.
Peter, you need to look at this.
It's Alice.
She's in trouble. She has information on the agency that they'll kill to keep secret. If you want her to live, you gotta get back in the game.
Excuse me, there is a call for you. Yes, hello?
Listen to me very carefully. The woman you're with is a killer. Turn around. I'm right behind you.
Out the back and one eye's on them!
It's Devereaux. I know he trained you, but if he's with her, then he's against.
All right, so this one looks really cool. This is a very sort of action-packed spy master versus protege kind of film.
It's the last weekend of the summer movie season, so we got to go out with a little bit of a bang. So Pierce Brosnan, of course, finally got to be James Bond for a few years. He started off really well, and that kind of petered out real quickly. So he got a little hosed on the James Bond action. So I think he's still trying to live out a little bit of that. This is based on a book series. He plays a CIA assassin, super spy guy who is retired, but gets pulled back into the game because his student is now out there and he's gone rogue and he's trying to kill the president of Russia or some crazy thing like that. And so he's got to go hunt this guy down. And it's that very sort of cat and mouse kind of thing where you've got the older guy and the younger guy chasing each other around. It's not anything you really haven't seen before story-wise. Brosnan is great. He's always got lots of charisma on screen. And there's plenty of action here. The action here is nicely staged. But it falls a little bit more, it's not quite James Bond, it's a little bit more of that old guy kicks ass kind of thing, like Taken, you know?
Gotcha,
a little bit more like that.
Yeah, okay, which seemed to do pretty well for...
It's a popular genre now. You're seeing more and more of it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, one of my favorite genres, scary. I love horror movies. One that I'm actually very, very excited about taking place underground, As Above, So Below. Let's take a look.
My name is Scarlett Marlowe, and I'm a student in urban archaeology.
370 feet beneath this point is a hidden chamber
that might contain a critical missing piece of our history.
How are we supposed to get down there?
Catacombs.
All right, so I got to tell you, Devin, I'm really surprised it's taken this long for a horror film to capitalize on the catacombs of Paris.
Yeah, they're weird and creepy.
Weird and creepy. A mass grave, what was it, 200 square miles or something like that.
Huge.
Under Paris, a mass grave. So tell us about this film. Why are they going down?
Well, it's a group of explorers, young explorers who team up with a female archaeologist, and they go underground to check out the catacombs. They're looking for the Philosopher's Stone, which Harry Potter kind of messed around with years ago. It's kind of a strange setup, but this is kind of a weird mix of like adventure and horror. Turns out the catacombs are sort of the portal to hell, which is weird because thousands of tourists go there every year and don't have a lot of problem. But this is basically, you remember the opening sequence to the original Indiana Jones film where he's running through the corridor and like rocks are falling on him and arrows are shooting at him? It's basically that if he had a GoPro camera strapped to his head.
Gotcha.
It's a found footage film. They're trapped in these catacombs. They're running. They're being attacked. There's ghosts. There's all kinds of horrible stuff happening to them. It's very much a found footage film made by some guys who've made a number of these kind of found footage horror films, the Poughkeepsie tapes and Quarantine. So they're very familiar with this genre. It's very low budget. There's no actors you're familiar with here. It's got some fun, but you got to keep in mind that it's very low budget. It is definitely found footage. It's lots of wobbly camera, and maybe you saw something scary, maybe you didn't. You're not really sure. But it takes really nice advantage of the environment that it's in, which is already scary to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and what's going on this weekend at the Guild with Midnight Movie Madness?
I'm going to be there Friday and Saturday night. We're bringing in some Japanese animation, which we're very excited for. It's Naruto, the movie, called Road to Ninja. Naruto is a very popular anime series. They're playing it now on Cartoon Network on Friday nights. And this is one of the feature films that just came out of Japan. Got a kid and a bunch of his friends who are ninjas in training in this village, and they have these magical ninja powers. And in this film, they get bumped off to this alternate dimension where things happen differently. And Naruto, who lost his parents as a kid and went looking for vengeance. In this world, everything's changed, and his parents are there, and he's kind of got to reevaluate whether he's going to be a tough ninja or not. But there's lots of action. There's lots of magic. Lots of stuff flying around and people attacking each other. If you're a fan of the series, obviously it's a big one. If you love Japanese animation, loads of action, loads of color.
Fantastic. So that's happening Friday and Saturday, or just Saturday?
Friday and Saturday night.
Okay.
Be there both nights, giving out tons of door prizes, all kinds of fun stuff.
Very cool stuff. All right, so that's going on at the Guild Cinema. For a complete list of what is going on in theaters, also going on television, pick up one of these, alibi.com for all the information, or head over, pick up one on newsstands. Devin, we'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you.